Good morning, all. So, we are discussing collections. Yesterday class we discussed about list, right? List is one interface. List is one interface and their implementation classes array list, linked list, and vector. Yeah. Okay, clear. So, iterable is the root and collection is one interface. Collection extends the iterable. Why? Because of two are the interfaces only. Right? Interface we have to use as the extends keyword. Class and class, nothing but superclass and their subclass we have to use the extends keyword. So collection extends iterable. After that, their interface also we have three type of interfaces. One is list, queue, set. List interface implemented by three classes: array list, linked list, and vector. Vector is the superclass of stack class. Okay, this is the hierarchy. So one more point I want to discuss today regarding list. Today 15 comma state comma state 10 comma 2025. Okay. In the real time, you have to identify that. Suppose I can write here. Suppose method. Let me write. Suppose integer is the return type. Integer, otherwise any variable, reference variable. Otherwise void. For time being, I will take void. Method name is on change. On change. In this, I will pass collection. Like this also we can see this. Suppose what is meant by collection. So let me write. Suppose list comma. In this generics we can take anything, any object. And after that, reference variable. Hey, I am in class, Mahesh. లేదు క్లాస్ జరుగుతుంది రాసుకుంటాను నేను సెటప్ ఉన్నాను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను. Alright, so list and object and reference variable equal to new keyword and list is the one interface, right? Interface, generics, reference variable equal to new keyword, and here I have to give the implementation class of list. What is those? Well, let me take array list. Array list is one class. This class implementing the list interface, right? In the list we have the abstract methods. These abstract methods we are invoking, we are implementing in our class. Take any class, suppose demo. In this class we have to create the object and we have to implement this thing. We know these things. Now what I will do, suppose list object class variable. Here I will talk about this only. This one you can pass anything. It might be primitive data type, string, otherwise integer, any primitive type, any primitive data type you can pass in the generics. First thing, and you can pass class name also. Class name. Yesterday that only I spoke. Yesterday I took one student, right? You can pass your class name also. You can pass anything here. Object. Anything in Java we consider as an object. Primitive data type, it might be anything. Alright. So now what we will do in this method, I have to pass, generally we know integer a, and this is the arguments we are passing. So this is the one parameter, we are passing arguments, then operation we can do. Again, one more thing, class name dot reference variable. This is also one type in the method. In the method they will pass like these things, class name and their reference variable. So suppose it is my class name demo. For this, suppose let's assume I will create object for the class demo and their reference variable something di, okay, something do equal to, new keyword equal to reference variable equal to class name. Okay, class name, right? See here, this is object creation for one class. I will pass this class name and reference variable in the parenthesis. In the class name reference variable I will pass this one, right? Then in the future reference variable dot and some methods. This is one case and this is one case. What is those? Primitive data type and reference variable. Here class name and reference variable. One more case is there, that is we can pass as a collection as a parameter, collection and reference variable. How it became? Same I will write here. Here collection. In the place of collection I will write list. See, now this is the one object for collection. I will remove this equal to new keyword, right? List is my collection. I will write here. Here I will write anything. It might be class name, right? It might be any primitive data type, anything. And reference variable. What is the reference variable of the list? Let me take here reference variable as some change. Like this also they will pass. In the method they will pass here one chance is primitive data type and reference variable. This is one thing, and class name comma reference variable. This is one case, collection comma reference variable. In the future classes you can deal with this thing. In the place of list it might be class name or reference variable. Sorry. And here you can write class name or reference variable. This is one case. Second case, collection and their reference variable. But what I'm trying to make a point here, you have to identify this one. In the parameters, not only all time, only primitive data type and their primitive data type and variable. Sometimes they will pass class name or reference variable. Sometimes they will pass collection and reference variable. You have to identify that one. Clear? This is one thing regarding. So list is the one interface. Their implementation class is array list, linked list, and vector. Vector is one super class. Their child class is stack. And in the real time, they will pass as a argument collection. In the collection, already one class available. we can access this whole object grouping into one object. We can use this method. Like that only they will, in the real time they will use. It is a high level thing. Okay, now let me start today's topic. Queue. Okay, so queue is one interface. We know what is meant by interface. Queue is one interface. In the interface contains only abstract methods, right? So if you take this this one, top level inheritance is iterable, and collection is one interface, and it is parent of the collection types is like list, set, and queue. We will talk about queue only right now. So in the queue interface in the queue interface is the sub interface of collection. Queue collection, and it will, so this is one point, this is queue, it will follow FIFO. Just a minute. Which batch? Mahesh. You can sit beside him. Listen the class. Sit beside anyone. Sit beside anyone and listen the class. Don't sit idly. All right. So where we are talking, yeah. It will follow FIFO, nothing but first in, first out. What is meant by FIFO means? Let me open Paint, assume one pipe. Assume this is one pipe. Start here. Anything is there? Anything extra? Okay. Now, in the pipe, I will take some elements. Red one, and one more thing, blue one. One more thing. We take different color, orange. Okay. Suppose this is elements. Assume FIFO stands for first in, first out. Suppose, assume these are all the elements. These are all elements passing through the one pipeline. So what will come out first? What is the first in? That only first out. Suppose this element is, assume this is enter into through the pipeline, then what will come first? Not orange, red one. Again after, okay, let me write red one, and after this first red one, after again second one is blue one, third one is orange, right? So just listen this one. Assume it will follow the FIFO. FIFO nothing but first in, first out. No wonder this one. Okay. Take permission from authority. All right. So Q is one, interface is the sub interface. Sub interface of collection is Q. It will follow the FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. Suppose this is the element. Suppose this is the first element, second element, and third element. If it is passing through the any pipeline, first what will come? This one only. What is the first entered? That only first will come out, and blue one second, and orange one third. Right? It will follow the same principle. Understood? And it has some methods. Common methods in the queue is boy, sit there. Common methods in the let me say queue. That is offer. First one is offer method. Second one is pull. This is one method. And third one is peak. So what peak will do? It will return the head without removing, and pole remove the return head, and offer add the element to the queue. These are all the some common methods we are using in the this one. And add all, remove first, remove last, add first, add last. These will supports by DQ interface. So if you go to the hierarchy, in the hierarchy, DQ interface extending the queue. Right? Suppose Q is one interface, DQ also one interface. So DQ interface is implementing the priority queue class, and Q is one more class. DQ is the interface. Their implementation class is linked list and array DQ. Understood? Suppose, let me go to the coding part. In the real-time example, queue means it's a general word. Queue means like suppose in the bank sector, if you go to any bank, all will the process has been done by queue only. First they will one customer will come and one visitor will come and he will collect the token. He will go and he will done some work. After that, second token. After that, third person. Simple general. In the real time, I would say example is queue, following the queue to complete one process. Understood? So let me go to one coding part. Let me create one package src. Let me right click on this package com dot what should I write? It's a q, right? Q dot sample. It is my package name. It's created here. Let me create one class here, new class. Let me create class name as something. Which class is implementing here? Priority queue. Let me write that only. Priority queue, just priority queue, just public static main method, hit the checkbox and create that one. Now let me remove these comments. Now let me write, first of all, let me create object for based on the polymorphism. Suppose with the new keyword, which class is implementing? Let me take priority queue. Priority queue implementing queue. So let me take priority queue. Priority queue is one class, and this class is implementing one interface. That interface name is queue. Open generics, and one reference variable is queue. Right here, let me pass generics integer. Now it is showing error because of we have to import that from the java.util.package. So control shift O. So Q, not QR, Q. What is happening? Import the Q from the java.util package. Control shift F. See now, I imported Q is one interface from the java.util package. I imported. If you want to see, go to hit the open declaration. Q is one interface. In interface contains all abstract methods only. So in 138 line, interface Q is one interface extends the collection interface. See here, they written as a extends. Why? Because of interface to interface, we have to use the extends keyword. Class to class, extends keyword. Class to interface, implements keyword. Clear? That's why they are public access modifier. That's why we can access this interface in our application. If it is a private, we cannot access. And interface is a keyword. They created one queue interface, extends one more interface. Collection also one interface, right? Collection also one interface. That's why iterable, collection extends the queue. I mean queue extends the collection. So in that queue, whatever the unimplemented methods, nothing but abstract methods. It might be offer, it might be offer, it might be pull, it might be pick. All methods available in the interface. It may be remove, it might be pull. See now, no implementation has provided. We have to provide in our application. It might be element, it might be pull, it might be pick. So yeah, this is the interface methods available in the queue, available in the java.util package. So whenever you have to import any class name, we have to write explicitly import java.util.queue. Queue is one interface and priority queue. We will go to the priority queue also as well. If you hit the open declaration, okay, it redirects to class. What class this is? Priority class. Extends the abstract queue. It is implementing one more parent class. This is because child class. So all methods coming from this abstract queue. This is the superclass. This is the subclass. In this subclass, they implemented superclass methods as well as some specific priority queue methods also available. This is the basic rule of inheritance, right? In the subclass, it has specific methods, and from the parent class also some methods coming. It is called code reusability. So in this one interface is there, I mean one abstract method size to find out the size of the elements, and some implementation class is there, some unimplemented class is there, and you know, right? And some method is there. So these are all in the priority queue class in the java.util package. They are also, it is also imported some classes. So these are all combined together just to import this one. And if you give the, without writing this priority queue individually classes, if you give the import java.util package, just to give the star, then all classes we can acquire. It might be priority queue, right? It might be array queue, linked list, all will come in our application simply by using the star. That is the importance of star. Otherwise you can give individually priority queue class. So what I am trying to make a point here, queue is one interface implementing one class. Now I will take simple methods. So we know how to call the non-static methods with the reference variable. Q is the reference variable. Q dot, let me take offer method, offer integer. I have to give some integer. Let me take some number 30, comma, same. Let me give here 10. Let me give here 20. Just to save this one. Before that, let me put in comments. First, let me check whether it is printing or not. System.out.println. Let me write Q. Then what it will print on the console, let me check. Then after I will add some elements. Let me run this one. What it will print on the console. Let me check. It's printed empty array. It's printed empty array. I will add some elements now. If I add one integer, if I add this one, if I add this one, if I add this one, save this one. Why you have to add integer? Why? Because of in the generics I added integer. This is called auto boxing, right? Primitive data type to convert it into object called auto boxing. Okay, no need. Now let me write this out. Priority queue. Just to copy. Let me copy this one. Okay. Priority queue. Priority queue. Let me give the concatenate symbol and their reference variable. Now let me see. After adding elements, what will print on the console? It will print 30, 10. Okay. See now how it printed 30, sorry, 10, 30, 20. Why? Because of it will take the lowest value is the first priority. I added 30 only. It's not insertion order. But if you go to the list, it will take the insertion order. Whatever you added first, that only it will come. Right? But here, it will take the first priority as a lowest value. If more than lowest value, let me check. Lowest value of 10 is 5 or 4, anything. Let me take 5. Let me check it will working properly or not. Let me save this one. So 5 came. What I'm trying to make a point here, in this thing, first small number will give the first priority. That's why I printed first 5. Before that, in these 3 elements, first is what is the lowest value? 10. Clear? This is one point, and let me write some methods. After that, I will move to the next classes. Peek. Let me write one peek method. In this peek method also, this is also one non-static method. So we have to call non-static method reference variable dot peek, and just save this one. Let me run this one. What will come? 5. 5 is the peek, right? Why? If you take okay, the cursor will show that 5. This is the thing. If less than 5, if you add any element in the application, then the peak value might be that x value. Clear? That's it about peek method. And let me write pool. What this pool method will do in the q dot pool. See now, pool is one method. Return type is integer from the queue interface. If you want to check, just go to the queue interface. Oh, already it's open, right? And search for pool. Remove this one. No. Let me remove this one. Let me pool. Control F. Pool method. That's fine. It's coming from queue. Add method is there. Offer, remove. Yeah, pool here. See now. Abstract method. Available in the queue interface. This interface available in the java.util package. Whenever you are okay, let me go to our class application. Whenever you are trying to, where is my class? Queue and priority queue, right? So let me write it again. Reference variable dot pool. Pool is one method name. Return type is integer from the queue interface. Let me save this one. Let me run. What it will come? Okay, it's printed again. Peek. Pool. Let me save this thing. 5. Pool also 5. And let me take one more method. Let me take one more method in this one. Q dot size. What is the size of this priority queue? Let me run this one. Size is okay, pool. Let me write, let me update here. Size of the priority queue. Let me hit enter. Size will become 3. Why? 5 is removed. Now let me print system.out.println. Let me take reference variable. How many elements available? After remove the 5. 3 elements available. 3 elements available. That's why size is 3. After remove that priority queue, after remove queue, right? This is how we have to do we have to use the already predefined methods available in the interface just to create the object. This is the polymorphism concept. With the polymorphism reference variable, we can hold the implementation class. Clear? So that's why this offer method, peak, pool, and size, and these are all methods available. Let me write one more method. Sysout reference variable dot. See, these are all methods only. You can use at the time of particular situation. Suppose size. I want to find out the size. See now, this size method return type is integer, right? Which method it is? All right. So, okay. See now, Q is one reference variable. Let me hit enter. Let me hit the dot. See now, all methods available. Add, it is expecting integer. Return type is boolean from the Q interface. Again, add all. Again, it is expecting collection. Right? After that, it is written the boolean from the collection. Like that only if you go to the Q. This is also one interface. Offer now only we added. In this we added integer 30. Return type is boolean. Q is the interface. Again remove all. Size. Now only we saw that size. Size is one method. Return type is integer from the collection. And object. Object, what is meant by object means it is a superclass for all classes. At the time of exception handling I explained this one. ToString is the one method name. Return type is string from the object. This is the superclass for all classes. And exception is the superclass for all exception. And object, collection, these all are the methods available in our application by simply creating polymorphism type, right? Q is one interface, generics, reference variable equal to new keyword and their implementation class. Clear? This is about priority queue. Control H, Control Shift F. So let me remove this one. So it will follow the FIFO, right? FIFO nothing but first in first out. Suppose I have some elements. It is passing to the one pipeline. Then what first will come? Then only first will come out, right? So first what will come? This one element. This one element passing through the pipe, what it will come? Red color element. Again blue will come, second one blue, again orange one. So it will follow the FIFO. Moreover, in the coding part, it will take the lowest value is the first priority. So 5 is the first priority. That's why in this array it will print the first 5. If it is a less than anything that one, it will print that number. And pool is nothing but just remove that one. After that peak, what is the peak value? 5. So this is about priority queue implementing the queue interface. Now we will go to the array DQ. It is also one class implementing the DQ interface, and this interface is implementing the queue with the extends keyword, and their super interface, that super interface is parent is collection, and the super interface is iterable. This is hierarchy. So let me write array DQ class. So this is one done, right? Regarding priority queue, I will explain this array queue now. For that purpose, let me create one class. Let me go to the new, create the class. Let me take the class name as, what is this, what I have to explain? Array queue. Okay, let me write array queue. Just hit the publish static void main method, hit the checkbox and hit finish button. Class will be created. Now remove this comments just to save this thing. Now let me create one class. I want to explain linked list. So linked list is my implemented class, and with the new keyword we have to create the object equal to one reference variable. Let me take reference variables linked list. So let me write LK, and their interface is DQ, right? Array DQ, implementing the DQ. Okay, let me write here DQ. DQ generics, Control Shift O. So imported. Here it is showing error because of we have to pass some data type. Let me take data type as nothing but object string. Just save this one. So I created object for one class. LK is not fine. Let me take any method, something Q. Okay, Q is my reference variable. So Q is one, DQ is one. Again, it is a one interface. Let me go to the DQ. It will redirect to the interface. In this interface, DQ interface, what contains? Again, abstract methods. Abstract methods means we know there is no implementation. All abstract methods only. We have to implement this method in our application by simply creating the object. And this is the interface. Generics, I pass object as a string. Reference variable is Q equal to new keyword and their implementation class linked list. Oh, array DQ. Okay, linked list. Second one. I am explaining about second one. Now, let me write. So same methods available which already we took. Offer. Let me go to the priority queue. See now, whatever the methods available, offer, peak, pull, same methods available in the our application also. Why? Because of it is inheriting the queue. Whatever the methods, abstract methods available, we can use in the linked list, right? Whatever the methods available in the collection, we can use in our application. This is actually hierarchy. So let me write queue dot. Let me take one method name is offer. Here I have to give string name as, let me take search, and same I will take. Okay, before that let me put the comments. Let me put in this comment. Let me print first sysout. Let me print first Q reference variable. Save. Let me run. What it will print? Empty array. Why? Because of I added any elements, right? empty array. In this array, I want to add elements with the offer. Offer. I added first search. After that, let me add some string software. Control V. Solutions. One more thing. Let me add one more string as a something private limited. Here we dot just private something. One more thing I will add as a string. Control V. Let me write dng. Let me copy and X. Let me save this one. Control A, Control Shift F. Save this one. Now I added some elements. Now if you run this one in the, okay, I have to take this one, right? Sys out. Let me take a Q. Now let me run this one. After adding elements in the array, it's added elements, right? Search software solution private limited. Now we know how it will add in the, just give me 1 minute. Let me check one. Array. It's printed here. Let me copy this one. Off. Index always starts with 0. Moreover, we know it's a one global nature. After that, so this is the one index. Right? This is one index. Index always starts with, we know, 0. Right? Always start with 0. So now array list is not my thing. I want to find out all these things, not a matter. Now after this, again let me apply same methods which I earlier spoke to. System.out.println. Let me print Q in the string. Plus, let me write now Q. Just to save this one. After that, let me add what Q, peak. Let me take the peak method, reference variable dot peak. See now, This is one method. String is the return type from the DQ interface. Hit enter. Just save this one. Let me run this code again. So what is my queue? Some elements: search, software solution, private, and Bangalore. How it will store? In the memory like this, right? After this, peak. What is the peak? Means top. In this one, what is the peak value? Search. After this, let me remove the any value. Let me remove the peak. Let me write here something. Removed q, okay, plus q dot for removing. What is the method? Pool. Q reference variable dot pool. See now, pool return type is string from the DQ interface. Just hit enter. Removed. What it is removed? After removed, let me print again DQ. What it will remove? So surge is removed. Why? It is a peak. After removing the surge, what is the elements? Software solution and private limited Bangalore. Let me write sys out. After removing that, what is the size? Q dot size. What is the size of? It will return the integer value. Let me write size of Q. Let me save this one. Let me run it again. Size of Q is 4. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3. But it will take as a 4. After removing the search, it will become search software private limited. These are all the available. This is the index. Again 0, 1, 2, 3. Same. Index value is 0, 1, 2, 3. Updated one, right? So now let me take one for loop. Not for loop, let me take for each loop. Let me explain. For each loop, iterate over the iterable. Okay. So see now, string is one data type. Here we can take anything. Let me take a temporary variable as element. This is one element. See now, this is not a traditional for loop, like you know, giving some variable, right? Giving some variable here and give some condition after increment decrement. If the condition is written, I mean if it is true, then only enter the block. Again, operation has done, again increment. This is traditional for loop, but here we have enhanced for loop. In this enhanced for loop, we have to iterate all elements. How many elements? What is the size? 4. 4 is our size. So string is one data type, element is the temporary variable, and q is what? Reference variable. It will take the all elements whatever available, updated what? Software Solution Private Limited. What is updated now? 4. These 4 will take, it will iterate one after one. After that it will print on the console. That's it. Not here. Let me write next line, system dot out dot println, and let me print element. Why? Because of in this only that this all will store. First it will go to the queue, whatever the this one cursor will go to the software, element is available, condition true, then it will print in the, it will store the element. Again the cursor will move to towards to here. Cursor will move towards to 1. Then it became, it will move to 1. It will, in that element available, if it is element available, it will print. Again it will move to next. Then it will move to, it will print the private. After that it will move to BNG. Same that it will iterate one after one, then it will go to the last one. It is not available, then it will come out of the block. Okay, in this element, let me print this one, element, Control V. Now let me write here system.out.println. Let me write here just for loop and some lines. Let me save and let me run this one. It will iterate one after one. It will print variables like this. Like this. Clear? Now one more thing is there, iterable. Let me go to the this one. So for loop ended here. So let me go, we take it up, bracket. So this is for loop bracket, this is the main method bracket, this is the class. Let me take here while loop. So while loop also little thing is there, it will complicate. Let me write iterable. First let me take a reference variable q dot method will name as iterable. Iterator semicolon. Why? Because of line ended with here, equal to, let me take one reference variable itr, and iterable also one. What is that? Iterable also one interface, right? So iterable generics, let me take string. Now Control Shift O, import the iterable, no, iterator, sorry, iterator, let me take this one, string. Okay, let Control A, Control Shift F. Iterator, we have to import this one. Okay, loading slowly. After this creation, I will write while loop. Okay, iterator. See now, import iterator from the java.util package. Just hit this one. Just Control A, Control Shift F, annotations. See now, iterator imported in the fourth line. from the java.util package. Now let me write here one while loop. The while loop, iterator with enum, iterator with iterator. Yes. See now, iterator is my reference variable. It take the automatically. ID will take the automatically the reference variable of iterator. itr dot has next. What has next will take? It will go to the this thing and it will iterate one after one. Same concept. It will take cursor will go from starting from here. It will check if it is available. It will print. Again it will move towards to right side. In my case right side. Then it will check where it's any element available. It will print. Again 2. Again called. Now. So it's actually auto boxing. Let me remove this auto boxing. So in the while loop, it is actually condition, right? We know the decision making statements. If the condition is true, then only the JVM will go to the block and it will execute. If it is a false, it will just simply skip this one and it will go to the next line. So it is the iterator. Iterator dot has next. Has next, and let me write here one more thing. Iterator dot next method and equal to what's happening here, local variable no. Oh, itr. Let me write here reference variable is itr. Now equal to, now it will store in the one element and the data type is obviously string. Why? Because of it will iterate in this element is a one variable, the data type is string n, string. So save this one. Whatever the iterating after, let me write system.out.println. It will take the whatever the iterating after will print here in the element. Let me save this one. Let me write here one heading for the understanding. So this is regarding for loop. This is if you give the system.out.println just like this, it will give space. After the space, let me write one title. Iterator. Just iterator and some lines. Some lines. Just save this one. Control A, select all, Control Shift F, annotations in the Eclipse. Now let me run the code. See now, iterator, software solution Bangalore. After this Bangalore, there is no element available. It will come out of the block. Clear? So in this class we discussed about queue and their implementation class. Priority queue and DQ is one interface. Their implementing classes is linked list and array DQ. Right? This is the thing. So first thing, we created object. After that we printed. It printed empty array. We added elements, some elements. After printed, it take the in the array. After this, peak pole, peak. What is the peak element in this array? It will print the search. Again, if you use the peak method, nothing but it will remove. it will remove the surge. After remove the surge, software solution private limited available, that only available in the array. After that I use the for loop. In the for loop, it's printed, iterated, it will take the elements and it will print again iterator. System.out. See now, if I give in the 32 line, if you give the system.out.println, just this statement, it will take the space. Here space will come, right? This is cause of 32 line. After that, iterator. And after whatever I said, so Q is what? Holding the all elements. Q dot iterator. If you take the iterator, it is coming from, iterator is one. So coming from, let me go to the class or interface. Let me go to java.util package. In this DQ, see now, DQ is one interface, extends the Q. DQ is one interface, extends the Q interface. From that only this iterator method is coming, right? After that, it will take the all elements. It will return some elements we are storing in the ITR reference variable, and iterator also one interface. That's why it take the string variables. Why? Because of we have lot of elements. These all objects we are grouping and we are converting into one object. That is called collection. That is called that is the main purpose of this collection. After that, for iterating, we have the loops, while loop. In the while loop, I took the condition as iterator. It will hold the all the elements. Has next means the cursor will, okay, the cursor will check first 0. If it is element available, then it will print on the console. Software iterator has next, it is conditional true, it will go to this one. Iterator dot next, the cursor will move to this side. Towards to this side, right? Towards to this side. In this index 0 element available, it will print on the console, right? After that, again it will come to the 39 line. Again it will go to the while loop 35 line. Iterator dot has next, the cursor will move to towards to 1. Towards to here. Element available, software, it will go inside, it will print solutions. Again it will go to the while loop. Again loop continues until the no element available, until there is no element available. It will move the cursor towards to right, it will print. There is no element available, then what it will do, it will come out of the block. That is the execution process of iterator, for loop, and how to use some methods. So their implementation class and their interface. So today we discussed about Q interface and their implementation classes. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss about set and their interface. It's set and their implementation classes. After that, linked list and key value pairs. Remaining things we will discuss to coming day. Okay, so that's it for today class. Q.
Mahesh, from this team who are not taken permission for the online?